Hello, pioneers. As a new year begins, the focus shifts from preparation to building. Pi Network enters this phase with a clear goal to strengthen real-world utility by empowering developers to create practical, scalable, and usable applications for millions of users worldwide. For any real application, payments are not optional, they are foundational. Without seamless payments, apps cannot truly serve everyday needs. Recognizing this, Pi Network has taken a major step forward by simplifying how Pi payments are integrated into Pi apps. With the release of a new developer library, Pi Network now enables developers to integrate Pi payments in under 10 minutes. This marks a significant reduction in time, complexity, and technical overhead compared to previous setups. The new library unifies the Pi SDK with essential backend APIs into a single, streamlined solution. Instead of managing multiple tools, configurations, and dependencies, developers now work with one cohesive system designed for speed, clarity, and reliability. What once required careful coordination between front-end logic, back-end validation, and payment handling is now transformed into a clean, efficient integration process. From installation to payment confirmation, every step is optimized to reduce friction. Front-end and back-end components work together seamlessly. Developers can continue using familiar technologies while securely connecting to Pi's payment infrastructure behind the scenes. The initial release of this library supports commonly used development stacks, making it immediately accessible to a wide range of existing and new apps. On the front end, JavaScript and React provide flexibility and fast iteration. On the back end, Next.js and Ruby on Rails enable scalable, production-ready deployments. This compatibility ensures that developers do not need to rebuild their applications from scratch. Instead, Pi payments can be added directly into existing workflows with minimal disruption. By dramatically simplifying payment integration, Pi Network allows developers to redirect their focus. Less time spent on infrastructure, more time spent on creating value. This shift is critical. When developers are free from unnecessary complexity, innovation accelerates. From digital marketplaces and service platforms to utility apps and community tools, Pi-powered applications are becoming more practical, more usable, and more aligned with real-world needs. The payment flow itself is intentionally designed to be simple and intuitive. Install the library. Connect the app. Enable Pi payments. No unnecessary steps. No excessive configuration. This simplicity lowers the barrier for experimentation. Developers can prototype ideas quickly, test real payment flows, and deploy updates faster. For startups and independent builders, this reduction in setup time can make the difference between an idea staying on paper and becoming a live product. Across the globe, developers are connecting their applications to the Pi ecosystem. Each new integration strengthens the network, expanding the reach and functionality of Pi as a digital currency. As more apps go live, Pi transitions further from a concept into a working ecosystem one, where real transactions support real activity. Speed matters, but so does trust. Security remains a core principle of Pi payment. The new library maintains Pi Network's focus on secure, reliable transactions that protect both users and developers. Each payment is handled with integrity, ensuring confidence across the ecosystem. One unified library now supports multiple platforms and use cases. This creates a consistent payment experience, regardless of the type of app or service being built. A single solution, multiple possibilities. By reducing technical overhead, developers regain valuable time. Time that can be spent refining user experience, improving performance, and expanding functionality. As more applications integrate Pi payments, the ecosystem becomes richer and more interconnected. Apps no longer exist in isolation, they become part of a growing digital economy. Modern tools, clean architecture, and developer-friendly design make this new library future-ready. It is not built for short-term experimentation, but for long-term growth and stability. Developers collaborate, build, and innovate together, supported by a shared infrastructure that scales with demand. From early prototypes to fully deployed platforms, Pi payments now move at the speed of ideas. This is how real ecosystems mature. A digital economy is taking shape, one where people can transact, exchange value, and access services through Pi-powered applications. By unifying payment tools, Pi Network strengthens the foundation of the entire ecosystem. Each new app adds value not only to itself, but to the network as a whole. Real users are already interacting with Pi apps. Real transactions are taking place, real utilities being created. Clear documentation, user guides, and demo resources ensure that developers at all skill levels can get started with confidence. From installation instructions to integration examples, the path from learning to deployment is clear and accessible. Payments complete smoothly, securely, and efficiently, reinforcing trust for users and builders alike. This release is more than a technical improvement. It represents a shift toward accessibility, practicality, and inclusion in digital payments. By lowering entry barriers, Pi Network invites more developers to participate, more experimentation, more innovation, more diversity of ideas. As more builders join, the ecosystem grows organically driven not by hype, but by real utility. Fast, simple, powerful. From concept to deployment, Pi enables developers to turn ideas into functional applications with real-world impact. As 2026 begins, the direction is clear. Pi Network remains focused on long-term progress, responsible building, and meaningful adoption. Empowering developers, expanding utility, strengthening a people-powered digital economy. The tools are ready, the ecosystem is growing, and the future is being built one Pi app at a time. Build with Pi, create real utility, and help shape the future of the Pi ecosystem.